Three options: silver, gold, and cash. Hi, and thank you for joining me here at Cash and Coins. As we all know, the economy is all over the place except for where we want it to be. And I'm often asked about how much gold or how much silver or how much cash should one have on hand or close by. You hear cash is king, you hear cash is trash. And you hear that silver has more potential than gold. And you hear that gold is the more stable of all investments. So, with all these options, with these three options, I should say, I thought I might share with you what I do. And start right off. I keep about 10% of my total investments in precious metals, most of it gold. Now, with that said, I often do jump up to 11, 12, even 13% of my investments in precious metals. But that's because I keep cash on hand. And, we need cash for emergencies. We need it for when silver and gold take those nice dips. We need it for many things like that. Cash has no counterparty risk, meaning you don't have to rely on anyone else to honor its value. However, cash does have some drawbacks, right? It can lose its purchasing power due to inflation, which erodes the value of your money over time. We all know this. The dollar is eventually going to go to zero. But also cash is also vulnerable to theft, just as silver and gold are. So loss or damage. So back to my question. So how much cash should you keep? Well, I think it really depends on what you feel you need. So let's start off with $100. Now, less than $100, I don't think it can do much. And that's actually where I started with. I started with $100 cash on hand. And I've kept on hand up to $6,000 in cash. But that's only because I knew I was going to need that much money. Therefore, it's advisable to only keep enough cash to cover your short-term needs. But you want to store it in a safe place. And when I say on hand, I do mean very close by. Not in a bank, not in bonds, not in any investments. I mean very close, like in the safe, in your wallet, or, a secret hiding place. I have one of those. And why not in these other places? Well, banks close and bonds and other investments, you have to sell them or trade them. And that can be a hassle. Cash wins, just having that cash, even though it's being eroded little by little, month by month. Now, I know nowadays we do have access to electronic money like credit cards. But think about it, if the power is down or if the internet is down, you might only have one option, and that's cash. Now let's go on to the other two options, the gold and silver. I'll start off with gold because gold is a precious metal. It's been used as a store of value. It's a hedge against inflation. Gold retains its value even when other assets lose theirs. I say you do want to keep some gold close on hand if you need to sell some of it for emergencies. But gold is just like cash. It can be stolen and all that stuff. It can be damaged. So you want to store it in a safe place. I don't think you should keep more than maybe 5 or 10%, close by on hand. The other stuff, of your total stash, I'm saying, put it in a really, really safe place. And I feel the same way about silver. Now, in an emergency, silver and gold, they may not be the best choice because, as I said before, they have to be converted to cash. And that takes me to the last one, silver. Silver is another precious metal and it has the same characteristics as gold, but there are some differences. And this is the biggest difference. Silver is more affordable than gold, and it makes it a lot more accessible to smaller investors, and that's why so many people love silver. And many people believe, including me, that silver hasn't reached its full potential. So if you have the silver now, if silver ever does go to the moon, as they say, hey, it's going to be great that you have some. Now, the downside, as they do say, is that silver is more volatile and more risky than gold, and silver and sometimes gold too, they can be subject to higher taxes depending on what you buy. And the premiums for silver are usually higher than that for gold. So you got to put all these things, in place and think, okay, what's going to work best for me? I say have a little bit of each. Have some gold, have some cash, have some silver, Now, cash, gold, and silver, all of these assets, they offer benefits and challenges. But keeping some cash and some gold and some silver close by, you can have more liquidity, more security. However, like I said, be aware of the costs, the risks, and the trade-offs of holding silver and gold and cash, because as you know, cash loses value. So only keep as much as you think you need. Like I said, for all three of them, I think 10% each is great. If you need the money, it's there for you. Let me know in the comments, give me your feedback. What do you think about it? I do want to thank you for watching Cash and Coins. And as I always say, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video.